Caitlin Pilch, one of tonight's inductees, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance for alphabetical planning on our part.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Linda Gatterman. I'm the advisor to the National Junior Honor Society here at JFK. Our first chapter, the first year that we had a chapter here was in 1989. Our chapter is named for Evian Simcovitz. Mrs. Simcovitz was department chairman in social studies here for many years. I had her as a teacher at Hazardville Memorial in the 50s. She was a wonderful teacher. She was an inspiring person. She was a member of the National Geographic Society. We would be studying Antarctica, and Mrs. Simcovitz would pull out slides of her in Antarctica with the National Geographic expedition. She supported our chapter at its inception. I'm sorry to say she died in 1991, but her husband continues to support us. Last year he endowed us with $5,000. We have offered a scholarship for the past 3 years. We've had our first 3 classes graduate during the past 3 years, and we've offered a $500 scholarship each year to a member of this chapter at one of the 2 high schools. We are so proud of the people like Betsy who have gone on during their high school and college years as just outstanding citizens of the school and of the community. And we're actually inducting 27 students tonight. Cassie Kubinski, as you may or may not know, is starring in Annie at good speed and couldn't leave her role. And Laura Normand is in a play at St. Martha's, and they had some big cast tear up. I don't know what happened, but she's not here tonight. So 29 students are eligible and in truth are inducted, but 2 aren't here for the ceremony tonight. I would like to start our ceremony tonight by introducing Mr. Tim Neville. He's our principal here at JFK, and he has been a great support to our chapter. Mr. Neville.
Thank you, Linda. Good evening. I'd like to welcome the inductees, their parents, and our special guest, Mrs. Ann Maloney, the chairperson of our Board of Education, and Dr. John Gallagher, our superintendent of schools, to our induction ceremony this evening. Tonight's a special night, I'm sure, for all of you. It's certainly special for me as principal. This is one of those nice nights out for us. We really get a joy out of it. And it's a special night for our faculty. This is what we're all about. We're proud of you, our inductees. We're proud of your accomplishment. We're always proud to recognize students like yourselves who have displayed such high levels of scholarship and such fine personal qualities. You've shown yourselves to be student leaders at JFK, and tonight's ceremony serves to highlight that fact. Inductees, be proud of your membership in the National Junior Honor Society. It marks a milestone in your educational career. However, I don't think it's the only one that it's going to pass for you. I predict that it will be only the first of many, many recognition ceremonies that you folks are going to be going to in the next few years. Parents, be especially proud of your children. With all that's going on in the world today, your children have risen to the challenge of education. Your children have maintained high standards. Your children have shown leadership. We know that their success this evening, though, is not only theirs. You have a part of it. And you've given them encouragement throughout their school years. So tonight, be proud of their accomplishment, but also be proud of your support of it. Finally, tonight's is important to all of you because of what you have accomplished. You've shown us your potential. Now you have the responsibility to continue living up to the ideals of the National Junior Honor Society. your leaders, and tonight's just the beginning, not an end. Once again, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the evening. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Mary Copen, a life management teacher here at JFK and a member of the Faculty Council of the National Junior Honor Society. Mrs. Copen will explain the history of the Junior Honor Society and our own selection criteria. Mrs. Copen.
The National Junior Honor Society was established in 1929 by the National Association of Secondary School Principals to recognize the outstanding qualities of students in the lower grades of secondary schools and to encourage academic performance during early adolescence. In 1919, when the formation of the National Honor Society was proposed, a committee on constitution and organization met to determine the characteristics that would meet the needs of the nationwide honor society. After considerable discussion, the committee decided upon character, leadership, scholarship, citizenship, and service as the fundamental virtues most worthy of encouragement. Here at JFK, eligibility for membership to the National Junior Honor Society was open to all students who met the scholarship requirement of 9.50 average for the entire 7th grade year. In addition, each student was required to complete an activity information form describing evidence of character, leadership, citizenship, and service, both within the school and the community. Our faculty council evaluated each personal inventory as well as the grade point average. And the students here tonight are those who attained the high composite scores necessary for membership. Dr. Kennedy, chairman of the guidance department, will now light the scholarship candle for us and explain the scholarship aspect of membership into the National Junior Honor Society.
Scholarship means a commitment to learn. These students are willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of cultivated mind. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Mrs. Olander, a special education teacher here and a member of the Faculty Council, will now light the light of service candle for us and explain the service aspect of membership in the National Junior Honor Society.
In the routine of the day, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality of service we sought in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. Mr. Olin, 8th grade vice principal, will now light the leadership candle for us and explain the leadership aspect of membership in the National Junior Honor Society.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school and community. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. Each of these students has demonstrated a particular kind of leadership, and are charged with continuing to show this leadership in our school and community. Ms. Loria, a reading teacher here and chairman of the Faculty Council, will now explain the character candle for us and explain that aspect of membership in the National Junior Honor Society.
Character. Character is the force within each individual that distinguishes that person from all others. It gives each one individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. Character is achieved, not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choices. Each of these students has demonstrated qualities such as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, showing by example they value character. Mr. Robinson, 7th grade vice principal, will now light the citizenship candle for us and explain the citizenship aspect of membership in the National Junior Honor Society.
Citizenship is vital to the strength of our country. Like many of the other qualities that we have spoken of, citizenship requires effort and commitment on the part of these students. In the words of the late John F. Kennedy, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Each of these students has shown a willingness to participate responsibly in the process of governing our community. I would now like to introduce Mr. Cove, a math teacher here and a member of the Faculty Council.
Five candles representing scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship have now been lighted. Each has its place in the lives of these students. Mr. Neville, these students are qualified for membership and have been duly elected to the Evian Simcovitz chapter of the National Junior Honor Society. We are proud to present them to you. Will the candidates please stand? Mrs. Sawinski, a foreign language teacher here and a member of the Faculty Council, will lead them in the membership oath.
Candidates, you've pledged yourself to maintain the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society. Congratulations. This event marks the recognition of work well done. May it bring to you and others an inspiration to go forward to greater achievements in the future. Ms. Gadaman, our librarian and chapter advisor, will now read the names of the candidates and ask them to come forward to receive their membership certificates and pins. Each candidate at that time will inscribe his or her name in the register, making official their membership in the National Junior Honor Society. I'd ask that you please refrain from applause until all the students have been presented and signed the register. Ms. Gadaman.
It's a wonderful time for pictures also. Maybe not for applause, but for pictures. Our candidates are listed in alphabetical order. James Ackley. Kimberly Agresta. Amy Anderson. Megan Chase. Catherine Droney. Amanda Drum. Catherine Gannon. Anissa Klaproth. Sierra Kohler. Brian Kolenko. Cassie Kubinski is not here with us tonight. Brett Lackenbach. Jeffrey Lamondia. Christine Lee. Kristen Mann.
Michelle Martell. Laura Normand is not here with us tonight. Joshua Phelps. Caitlin Pilch. Beth Provancher. Stephen Romanella. Rebecca Scavato. Stephen Secondo. Kristen Sr. Sapana Shaw. Kathleen Snow. Joshua Steverman. Michael Suzik. And Michael Thibodeau. The register is duly recorded, and now is the time for applause for these students.
This is a great group here. If we have any more kids here, we're going to have this on stage. We just don't have enough room here, I think. Listen, I'd like to thank all of you for coming here. It's a very, very special night for all of us, especially for you and your children. We're proud of them, and I know you are too. We'd like to invite you back to our library. We have a little reception there, and we'd like to have you come back and enjoy it with us. That concludes our ceremony. Thank you very much for coming.